If you're struggling to lose weight, you've probably heard about weight loss medications like Wegovy or Zepbound, and you might be wondering if they're right for you. Meet PlushCare, a leading telehealth provider with doctors who are there for you day and night to partner with you in your weight loss journey. If you qualify, they can safely prescribe you medication from the comfort of your own home. To get started, visit plushcare.com/weightloss. That's plushcare.com/weightloss. plushcare.com/weightloss.
Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile. With the price of just about everything going up during inflation, we thought we'd bring our prices down. So to help us, we brought in a reverse auctioneer, which is apparently a thing.
Mint Mobile Unlimited Premium Wireless. How to get 30, 30, bit to get 30, bit to get 20, 20, 20, bit to get 20, 20, bit to get 15, 15, 15, 15, just $15 a month? Sold!
Give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
$45 up front for 3 months plus taxes and fees. Promo rate for new customers for limited time. Unlimited more than 40 gigabytes per month. Slows full terms at mintmobile.com.
This is Optimal Health Daily, episode 2583. 3 Healthy Living Insights Learned from Turtles by Jill Coleman of JillFit.com. And I'm Dr. Neil. Welcome back to Optimal Health Daily, or welcome for the first time if you're new here. This is the podcast where I act as your very own personal narrator and read to you from some of the most popular health and fitness blogs online. Now, for a lot more blogs being narrated for you, check out Optimal Living Daily. You can search and find that podcast wherever you're listening to this. And with that, let's get right to it as we optimize your life. 3 Healthy Living Insights Learned from Turtles by Jill Coleman of JillFit.com. Last week, I got an email from one of our Jill Fit lifestylers, and at the bottom of the email she wrote, "Have a great weekend. Hope you see a turtle or two." It literally made me laugh because I love that the Jill Fit audience know I love turtles. I guess I didn't realize that I put it out there so much, but I guess I do. My partner and I see a lot of turtles on our morning walks. They look like old men in a way, but they're also the cutest, sweetest things, and for whatever reason, put a huge smile on my face. So why wouldn't I write about them? Got me to thinking. Turtles can teach us a lot about healthy lifestyle and well-being. Here are a couple of insights. 1. Slow and steady wins the race. Everyone knows the story of the tortoise and the hare, and in the fat loss race, it's no different. The ones who stick it out, plug away, maintain a slow and steady effort, always beat out the sprinters. That's because fat loss is not a race to a specific clothing size or body fat percentage, and whoever gets there first wins. It's about a lifelong commitment to healthy, tight nutrition and consistent training. We use trial and error to systematically figure out what works for us, and realizing that what works for someone else is not necessarily our answer. Tortoises are some of the slowest animals because of their large, heavy, cumbersome shells. It's the heavy burden that they must carry. Similar to figuring out your unique fat loss formula, it's a process. It's not easy. You have to dig in and get your hands dirty. However, when you reach your balanced point or your destination, it is always worth it. 2. Move with purpose. Rest as needed. This is actually characteristic of most all animals. You don't see many animals moving around unnecessarily. They move to eat or mate, and they move quickly. The rest of the time, they are conserving energy. When we see turtles on our morning walk, well, they're mostly just chilling, usually on some log or the bank, but the bottom line is that turtles and all animals also employ rest-based living, coined by metabolic effect, to conserve their energy for when they need to harness it and move quickly. For this former steady-state cardio promoter, it's taken a lot to convince me that shorter, more intense activity is what works for body change. And I have adopted it after many years of marathon cardio workouts. Cutting back the volume and bumping the intensity leads to a greater quality workout. I learned this by moving from 2 hours of cardio a day to 30 minutes of intense exercise and still looking the exact same. It was shocking. I couldn't believe I was wasting so much time doing unnecessary cardio, and if anything, I was damaging my metabolism further. I learned that efficient exercise allows for me to focus better later in the day and not be distracted by having to get back to the gym for a second session. And in the times I'm not exercising, I'm recovering and conserving, so that I can give it my all in the gym the next day. Quality beats quantity for body change and well-being. And 3, cautiously stick your neck out. Turtle anatomy is such that they need to stick their necks out of their protective shells to capture prey and progress forward. The shell has evolved to be a source of protection for turtles. For tortoises, you can loosely tell how old they are by how thick and high the peaks on their shells are. They have spent years building it up. For us, the lesson is to learn to take risks, but also do it from a smart place of support. Cultivate your support team from friends, family, and other people who get you. Don't waste time worrying about trying to convince people who simply don't get it. Instead, create a hard, protective shell around those that support you no matter what, and make you feel like you can do anything. Tell them how much their support means to you. Tell them you couldn't take the risks you do without them being there for you. Tell them how much they mean to you. My partner and I talk about this all the time, the idea of coming together to create a stronger team than we could be if we were by ourselves. Do you have a partner, friend, or confidant that wants to help you achieve your highest self? Someone who isn't competing with you or dropping passive-aggressive, cheap shots? Do you have someone who wants to see you succeed as much as they want their own success? This can be anyone, a sibling, a significant other, a close friend or family member. Once you find that person, don't miss the opportunity to nourish that relationship. Besides, it can be all the support you need to help you take a risk, stick your neck out, and do more than you ever thought possible. I know it can be silly, but the bottom line is that we can and should use these things in life that make us grateful and happy. Capture that feeling that makes you smile. Notice how amazing things are. Let yourself be taken by your surroundings. It doesn't have to be in nature, it can be anywhere. It's the simple act of seeing how everything, in its own way, can be something to appreciate. Quote, "There are only 2 ways to live your life. One is as though nothing is a miracle. The other is as though everything is a miracle." Albert Einstein. You just listened to the post titled 3 Healthy Living Insights Learned from Turtles by Jill Coleman of jillfit.com, and I'll be right back with my commentary. When you're hiring, it feels amazing to finally close out a job search. But what if you could get rid of the search and just match? You can with Indeed. Indeed is your matching and hiring platform with over 350 million global monthly visitors and a matching engine that helps you find quality candidates fast. Ditch the busy work. Use Indeed for scheduling, screening, and messaging. 93% of employers agree Indeed delivers the highest quality matches compared to other job sites. One of the things I love about Indeed is that it filters out incompatible applicants. So when you're hiring, the process is much faster, and you only have to consider applicants that are already likely to be a great fit. And listeners of this show will get a $75 sponsored job credit to get your jobs more visibility at Indeed.com/health. Just go to Indeed.com/health right now and support our show by saying you heard about Indeed on this podcast. Indeed.com/health. Terms and conditions apply. Need to hire? You need Indeed.
This episode is brought to you by Shopify. Whether you're selling a little or a lot, Shopify helps you do your thing, however you cha-ching. From the launch your online shop stage, all the way to the we just hit 1 million orders stage. No matter what stage you're in, Shopify's there to help you grow. Sign up for a $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/special offer, all lowercase. That's shopify.com/special offer.
Dr. Neil here for my commentary. I want to talk about something today's author Jill said earlier in the post. Jill said that fat loss is not a race to a specific destination like clothing size or body fat percentage, and it doesn't matter who gets there first or who wins. It's about a lifelong commitment. Let's think about what happens when we do reach our goal, body weight, or body fat percentage, or clothing size. Does that mean that we can now relax and stop planning our meals and stop exercising? No, because if we do, we know it's going to probably lead us back to where we started, eating not so nutritious foods, and then losing some of the fitness we'd built up over time. This is why we call this a lifestyle change. The behaviors don't and shouldn't stop just because we may have reached a goal we set for ourselves. Instead, they should continue for a lifetime. All right, that's it for today. I hope you have a great rest of your weekend. Thank you so much for listening, and I'll be back here tomorrow as usual. So I'll see you there where your optimal life awaits.